I feel so nosy.
I know.
Noses.
And my nose is so big.
Yes. I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. We gotta call an insurance month and just deal with that.
Yeah.
And then,
Did Blake Lively just get caught twisting the truth? New leaks have completely shaken up the case. Video footage, text messages, and a voice memo that might expose major inconsistencies in her claims against Justin Baldoni. The behind-the-scenes clips show a completely different vibe between the two, while the texts raise serious doubts about the alleged smear campaign. And then there's Baldoni's 2 a.m. apology. Is it proof of guilt? Or is there more to the story? With all these revelations dropping, who's really telling the truth? Before we break it all down, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss updates as this legal drama unfolds because, trust me, it's only getting crazier. So, Blake Lively didn't just sue Justin Baldoni, she lit the internet on fire with her accusations. She claimed he went way off script, adding steamy scenes she never agreed to, showing her explicit videos, making body-shaming comments, and throwing in some very uncomfortable remarks. And if that wasn't enough, she also accused him of straight up trying to destroy her reputation. But Baldoni wasn't about to take that quietly. Nope. He clapped back with a lawsuit of his own, and not just against Lively. He dragged in Ryan Reynolds and their PR team, accusing them of cooking up a full-scale media takedown with the New York Times. Oh, and he's also suing the publication for a whooping $250 million in a libel case. Yeah, but this is way bigger than just 2 Hollywood stars beefing. Now, here's where things go from messy to explosive. One of Lively's biggest claims? Baldoni sexually harassed her while filming a dance scene. She says he slid his lips down her neck and whispered, "It smells so good." She swore no one could prove it because the scene was silent and the microphones were off. Sounds airtight, right? Well, reports just torched that claim. They got their hands on exclusive footage, all 3 takes, and guess what? Baldoni's sound equipment was never off. So, if the mics were rolling the whole time, what really happened? And here's where things take a turn, because those leaked tapes paint a completely different picture. Instead of some tense, uncomfortable environment, the footage shows Lively and Baldoni being super friendly on set, cracking jokes, teasing each other, even laughing about the size of Baldoni's nose. They casually chat about their spouses, swapping stories like 2 co-stars who actually get along. And here's the thing, the raw footage, straight from the filming of It Ends With Us, wasn't leaked by some random source. Nope. It was handed over directly by Baldoni's production company, Wayfarer, and his lawyer, Brian Friedman, the same lawyer who said Baldoni has nothing to hide. So now the question is, if this footage clears him, why did Lively's lawsuit leave all of this out? There are so many questions to ask. The leaked footage shows something completely different from what Lively's lawsuit suggests. Instead of tension, there's laughter. Baldoni cracks a joke, Lively bursts into giggles, and they casually chat about their personal lives. She talks about how she and Ryan Reynolds are always talking, and Baldoni plays along, calling it cute. But then, things get a little awkward. Lively quickly corrects him, making it clear it's more than just cute. Baldoni, not wanting to step on toes, backtracks and calls their relationship amazing instead. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Baldoni, as both actor and director, suggests they shoot a moment where they almost kiss to keep the romance subtle. But Lively isn't feeling it. She insists that talking is way more romantic than giving the audience the kiss they're expecting. Instead, she suggests they lean their foreheads together. And that's exactly what they do. Then comes the nose moment. Lively randomly starts talking about how close their noses are, saying it feels weird. Baldoni laughs, joking about how big his nose is. And that's when Lively absolutely loses it. She cracks up and starts teasing him, saying she was waiting for this conversation to happen, even joking about needing to file an insurance claim for it. Now, does any of this sound like a woman feeling uncomfortable? So, the problem came in the moment Lively later claimed it as sexual harassment. Just over 7 minutes into the footage, Baldoni casually wonders if his beard is rubbing off on her. Lively laughs, saying she's probably getting her spray tan all over him. Baldoni then remarks that it actually smells nice. And that's it. That's the exchange she used to build one of her biggest claims. And just like that, the conversation was over. Lively casually corrected him, saying the scent wasn't her spray tan but actually her body makeup. Then, as the extras on set started cheering, Baldoni called cut, telling her they had more than enough footage for a 17-minute reel. The final take wasn't even about them. The camera focused on their feet, and the audio caught Baldoni handing over creative control to Lively, telling her she could direct this part. She jumped in, making sure her heels weren't cropped out because she wanted the sparkle to be seen. Now here's where things get really interesting. This explosive footage dropped just 5 days after Baldoni hit Lively with a lawsuit and 2 weeks after she was accused of serving him legal papers while he and his team were evacuating during the Los Angeles wildfires. Yeah, that actually happened. And Baldoni's lawsuit? It doesn't hold back. It claims Lively didn't even bother reading the book It Ends With Us was based on until after filming had already started. But that's just the start. He also accuses her of running her own smear campaign, allegedly working with her publicist Leslie Sloan in the New York Times to twist the narrative in her favor. And if you thought that was wild, wait for this. According to the legal filing, Lively allegedly tried to intimidate Baldoni by bringing up her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and her close friend Taylor Swift. She reportedly compared herself to Game of Thrones' Khaleesi, saying she had a lot of dragons. Yep, she basically told him she had Hollywood's biggest names in her corner, and she wasn't afraid to use them. But it doesn't stop there. The lawsuit also accuses her team of doctoring text messages between Baldoni's publicists, making it look like they were plotting against her. The edited messages were then leaked, leading to both publicists getting dragged online and hit with brutal social media abuse. And then there's this. Baldoni's cross-complaint revealed that during the premiere of It Ends With Us, he and his family were forced to sit in a basement, all because Lively refused to be in the same room as him. At this point, it's not just a lawsuit, it's an all-out war. Both Lively and Baldoni have taken their fight to federal court. Lively is suing Baldoni for sexual harassment and retaliation, while Baldoni is firing back with lawsuits against both Lively and Ryan Reynolds for defamation and extortion. Baldoni's $400 million lawsuit against Lively and Reynolds isn't just a random number according to an insider, it's exactly what they're worth. And he allegedly wants to hit them where it hurts, their bank accounts. After Lively filed her lawsuit, Baldoni's career took a major hit, his agent dropped him, he lost projects, including his podcast, and his once thriving career came to a screeching halt. Now, people close to him believe Lively and Reynolds deserve to be bankrupted for trying to ruin his life and the lives of others caught up in this mess. But here's the real question. If this lawsuit drags on, who's actually going to come out on top? And the man in the middle of it all? Judge Louis J. Lyman, he's overseeing both cases, with an initial hearing set for February 3rd. But if this mess actually goes to trial, we could be looking at March 2026 before a verdict is reached. That's over a year of legal drama still ahead. And just when you think things have hit their peak, a new voice memo drops. This latest twist comes courtesy of Daily Mail, which got its hands on a 6-minute voice message from Baldoni himself. And let's just say, it's not a good look for him. In the recording, Baldoni apologizes for how he reacted to Lively's version of the now infamous rooftop scene. He sounds desperate to smooth things over, clearly trying to fix any tension caused by her script rewrites. But here's where things get murky. The voice note was apparently recorded at 2 a.m., but no one knows exactly when. The timing is a big deal, because depending on when this was sent, it could either be Baldoni trying to clear the air, or proof that he knew he messed up. So now, with leaked footage, edited texts, and new voice recordings coming to light, who's really telling the truth? And more importantly, how much worse is this going to get? If you want to stay on top of all the latest leaks and legal battles, make sure you're subscribed. Hit that button, turn on notifications, and let us know in the comments, whose side are you on?